going on, everybody? I'm Tiffany B. from the BSides St podcast, and today I am here with DEM Tech Folks.
How's everybody? I'm Reginald. I'm from DEM Tech Folk, and we are here today to interview Arianne.
Okay, so we are, if you haven't noticed, we are at BSides St. Pete, and we're actually here asking people about their experience at BSides St. Pete. So first off, let's ask you, what drew you to this conference?
So I think we're all here for the common interest of cybersecurity and pairing that with networking. So I just think that it's a really cool event to blend the two together. You get to learn during their talks, but you also get to meet really cool people.
Like Reggie here.
Yes, yeah. So kind of tell me a little bit about your interest in cybersecurity and what drew you to it.
Sure. So I have a background in software development, and being in there, I kind of realized that security was kind of a second thought instead of an initial part of the design. Technology is only growing. Security issues are constantly coming up. So if you could actually target those problems from the beginning, that would be awesome. So I'm trying to bridge the gap there by blending the two disciplines together.
So you didn't kind of just wake up and like, hey, I want to do cybersecurity. It kind of developed over time.
Yeah, it did develop over time.
Great.
So have you always been interested in a career in cybersecurity, or is this something like it definitely happened while you were doing development?
I have had influence from someone who is in cybersecurity, so we've always had conversations surrounding the topic. But again, being in the development space, I realized that that's not something that's being talked about there. And it's something that intrigues me, so why not dive a little bit deeper into that discipline?
Okay, awesome.
So could you talk a little bit about your role in cybersecurity and what a typical day looks like for you?
I'm job hunting right now, so a typical day looks like me studying for my CISA exam or attending meetups in the city. I'm also a part of Cyber Ally, so that's just letting people know about cybersecurity, letting them know that there are different areas within cybersecurity that you could get interested in. And right now it's just information overload, not really practicing like that.
So do you feel like conferences like this are helpful or beneficial to people who are interested in cybersecurity? And if so, what do you feel like you've been getting the most from these types of conferences?
Yes, I would say that it's helpful because cybersecurity is just an umbrella. You have different facets underneath it. You could go really, really technical, or you could go more on the policy side of things and everything in between that. You speak to different people and you realize that you don't have to have that technical background to be in cybersecurity. You hear of people in accounting. Actually, just the other day, I heard an organizational psychologist speak on AI and how you could incorporate AI into the organization from a standpoint of culture. So cybersecurity is definitely something that you could get into without having that formal technical training.
So it sounds like you have you're gathering a lot of insight, and you're really kind of learning a lot about the field. So based on like what you know now and what you've been learning, what do you see the field going in the next 5 to 10 years?
I don't know. I know that, or I do see a lot of conversations surrounding AI coming up. So I think a lot of the nuances surrounding that topic will be flushed out. I think what's going to come up a lot is more governance and privacy issues surrounding, all this collection of data. People are going to see that these models are really going to be helpful to them just because of the influx of information, and that might become scary. And so just having more conversations surrounding privacy and surrounding data governance.
You say development, right? So if I have an app for Stats on Stats podcast, you saying you'll be able to build us something up? Figured it was worth a shot. Okay, so one word of advice that you would give to somebody who is interested in cybersecurity, IT technology, or whatever it is, if we asked you what it was, what would it be?
I would say keep an open mind. Things constantly change. You can't be stubborn and not be open to learning about new technologies, because you will be left behind, and you don't want that to happen. So just be open, speak to people. It could be daunting and it could be intimidating, but take it one step at a time and you'll be quite fine.
Awesome.
So just to kind of dovetail off what you just said, so that growth mindset, what does that mean to you?
Staying involved, speaking to people who are experts, well, not even experts, but speaking to people who have interest in things that you don't, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And unless you actually have a conversation with someone, they might say something that you go, wait. Can you tell me more about that? So I guess, again, just being open and continuing to have that line of communication with other people who could kind of help you figure out where you want to go.